The best candy apple recipe, the best candy apple recipe, the best candy apple recipe. Learn how to make the best candy apple recipe with Gracie's Corner Candy Apples and Sweet Treats right here on Candy Apple TV. Only the best comes out of this city, and of course, me with my candy apple recipe 641. You don't want your candy apples to be halfway dipped. You want a full coverage. If you're going to make candy apples and sell them, don't half step. Give your customers their money's worth. That keeps a customer coming back. I have my Granny Smith apples in cold water, just rinsed off. The first step to cleaning your apples for candy apples is taking off the stem. The second step is inserting the candy apple sticks. The third step is cleaning your Granny Smith apples for your candy apples. I am using 1/4 a cup of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and 1 tablespoon of salt. Bring to a boil. Dip your Granny Smith apples in this candy apple cleaning solution for 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it up, dry it off with a paper towel. Make sure you pay attention to the top of your apple. Make sure you wipe your apples really good, especially at the top of your Granny Smith apples. That will prevent any bubbles or breakdown. So you don't have to worry about any breakdown or bubbles on your candy apples if you clean your apples really well. So please cover your apples fully. Do not half step. Caramel apples is totally different from candy apples. The fourth step is making candy apple bows from ribbon. I am going to make this bow from ribbon using the Michaels brand. The best way to figure out your length for your candy apple bows: take a strip of ribbon, crisscross the 2 tails. At the top, you want to connect it to the middle by bringing the top to the middle. Pinch it. And if this is the size bow you want, you're going to cut your ribbon at this length. So this is the size bow that I want because I will be applying these bows over white candy apple boxes. I have to do this 24 times. Crisscross your ribbon. You take the top and bring it down to the middle. Pinch. Get your twist tie and wrap it around the middle part. Bring the twist tie around towards the back and just twist the tie. I am cutting my tails straight across. Make sure your tails are even when you cut. Here's my cute candy apple bow to attach on the top of the candy apple box for my Gracie's Corner candy apples. I am cutting my twist ties because I will put hot glue on the back of the bow to attach to the candy apple sticks. You want to burn your tips. Here's the best candy apple recipe 641 Candy apple recipe 641 is 6 cups of sugar, 4 cups of water, and 1 cup of light corn syrup. Stir. I am adding my butter vanilla at the beginning so I don't forget at the end. I will be using Wilton's white icing color, Hobby Lobby's Regal Purple, Hobby Lobby's Neon Pink, and Hobby Lobby Sky Blue. Best way to test your candy apple colors is just getting a pot full of water, adding the colors that you are trying to achieve. This will be for the white apples. Then I will add the neon pink to make my pink apples. And then I will add the sky blue to get that blue color. I can also add the purple for purple candy apples, but I am not going to do that, although I can, and make 24 candy apples in one pot. The reason why I am going to do my purple separate is because I don't want to add more gel food coloring. That gel food coloring will make my candy apples thick. My purple candy apples in a separate pot. I dip my apples right away. There's no bubbles, never, on my candy apples because I'm dipping my candy apples while the candy just come off the stove. If you've cleaned your apples good, you don't have to worry about that. You can go ahead and dip your apples, but if you don't feel confident, you can let your candy apple mix settle down. But I have never, and I have dipped thousands of candy apples, I have never had that issue with bubbles on my candy apples because I decide to dip my candy apples as soon as the candy reaches 300 degrees. I like getting straight to the point, so I turned this white into pink and blue, and now here is my separate pot for my purple candy apples. I don't want to hold you all day just watching me dip apples. So the white and the Regal Purple, I'm giving my candy apple mix a stir. That's the only time I stir, is right here. Once your candy is cooking on the stove, do not stir. Next, apply your edible images. These are a size 2. Once you place this on the candy apple, do not try to take it off. Get your edible image as straight as possible. This is how I package my candy apples for delivery. Place the candy apple in an aluminum foil cupcake liner. Then place your candy apples inside the box. I love these candy apple boxes. It's so easy. So once you place your candy apple in the box, you have a window for the front and the sides. You fold the flaps down and there's a space for the candy apple sticks, see? And then you bring the lid down, and that's it. Now attach your candy apple bow onto the candy apple stick by applying hot glue on the back of the bow. I added the purple crinkle cut gift paper filler so the candy apples won't move inside the car during transport. I also made some cute sugar cookies. If you don't have a sugar cookie recipe, you can Google one until I come up with a banging sugar cookie recipe, then I'll share it with you. But I just use a circle cookie cutter for both the cookie and the fondant, the same circle cookie cutter, and then applied the edible image by putting a dab of water on the fondant. These are the silicone molds that I used. You can find these down in my Amazon bake shop in the link below. Place your fondant pieces the same exact way you placed your edible images. If you have enjoyed this candy apple tutorial, make sure you stay tuned to watch my next candy apple tutorials coming up right here on Candy Apple TV. I'll see you in a few seconds over in my next video.